Peter Schiff continues to get it wrong in regards to Bitcoin. Dating back to 2013, I'm actually going to show you some tweets that Peter has tweeted out. He's constantly and consistently been calling Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme, a bubble, and referring to it as a tulip mania. See, I can understand if Peter got it wrong for 1 quarter, 1 year, maybe even 2 years. But we're going on almost 7.5 to 8 years. And again, I'm going to show you the charts and show you the tweets. At a certain point, I can no longer take you serious because either you're a shill and you're trying to protect your entire investment thesis, which is investing in precious metals and investing in gold mining stocks. And understand, I'm an avid reader and subscriber to Peter Schiff's philosophy when it comes to investing. Right here, I'm holding 1/10 of an ounce of an American Eagle gold coin. I've been investing in precious metals going back to 2010. I read Peter Schiff's book, Bull Moves in a Bear Market. So it's not like I'm against Peter Schiff's philosophy or ideology when it comes to markets and when it comes to the macro theme of what's going to happen, not just in the US markets, but in global markets. I'm an avid believer of having both. I want to have digital gold, which Bitcoin is referred to, and I want to also have physical gold because I personally don't know which asset class is going to win in the end. Maybe both may win. Maybe I can have some physical gold and have some digital gold. So we're going to do right now, follow me, we're going to go look at the charts, and I'm going to go to the tweets going back to 2013 and show you how Peter Schiff has just been absolutely flat out wrong when it comes to Bitcoin. So follow me. What we're looking at right now is a screenshot with Peter Schiff's tweets overlaying the Bitcoin chart. So let's get to the actual tweets and we can look at the corresponding dates. So right here, this tweet was sent out at 10:40 p.m., November 21st, 2013. Peter tweeted out, "Thinking of buying Bitcoin instead of precious metals? Think again. Peter Schiff explains why in an exclusive video." Now understand, on this day, Bitcoin was trading in the $300 price range. This is going back to 2013. Here's another tweet. 9:16 p.m., December 16th, 2014. Bitcoin selling off during the Russian ruble crisis is a bad sign. Much has changed since 2013. When problems in Cyprus sent prices soaring. Again, could have purchased it in the $300 price range. And we're going to pull up a live chart to go back and look at this. You can go follow this up on your own. Again, 5:01 p.m., September 13th, 2017. It looks like the Bitcoin dam at the 4,000 support level has broken. It's now a bloodbath as the floodgates are wide open. Again, he's wrong. Now, this is when we went parabolic and we had the Bitcoin crash. Well, look what Peter Schiff tweeted out here on November 25th, 2018 at 2:39 a.m. Don't make the mistake of thinking that buying Bitcoin below $3,800 is a bargain. Just because the current price is better than 80% below its record high, Bitcoin's price could easily drop another 80% from here. And at $750, it would still be expensive. And look what Bitcoin did. It literally took off and rocketed from 3,800 all the way up to 14,000. And here we are now, November 21st, 2019. Peter tweets out again. Bitcoin is nearing the neckline of the Head and Shoulders top I pointed out before the October 25th 40% pump. The right shoulder is now shrugged and the neckline slanted and parallel to the shoulders. If it breaks, the price objective for the dump is $1,000 to complete the pattern. As I stated earlier, you cannot be this wrong for this long and be taken serious. I can see if you got it wrong for 1 quarter. I can see if you got it wrong for 1 year. We're talking about 7.5 to 8 years. Peter even in certain interviews has stated that he's had the opportunity to buy Bitcoin back at $8 and $10. And Now I'm starting to look at Peter Schiff as a shell, where he views Bitcoin as a threat because Bitcoin is viewed by many, especially the younger generation, as digital gold. And instead of trying to educate people on both the opportunity to have precious metals and have digital gold, he views Bitcoin as threatening his business and his business model. So he wants to take the contrarian approach and basically trash Bitcoin. Now, also, if you pull up a chart of the S&P or the Dow Jones, and Peter Schiff constantly keeps talking about how it's overvalued if you price it in gold, he's been wrong based upon the appreciation in dollar terms of the rise of the stock market. Because Peter Schiff's investment philosophy and thesis, it's all about preserving wealth. Well, understand, for people like you and I who are not multimillionaires or billionaires, in order for us to acquire more precious metals or more crypto, we need to make more fiat. So you need to be investing in things like marijuana stocks or pump and dump cryptos or the stock market to make more fiat so you can buy more precious metals. That's just common sense. His investment philosophy is for people who are already wealthy. And understand the market, even if he's right, we all know that the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. And even going back to the movie The Big Short with Michael Burry, he had the right idea, but he was just a little bit too early. Luckily for him, it ended up working towards the end. But if your timing is off on an investment, if your timing is off, you're off. Because if you're shorting something, like right now, the shorts in Tesla, they're getting hammered. So when it comes to macroeconomics, when it comes to, being a libertarian, when it comes to Austrian economics, I listen to Peter. Peter has everything down packed when it comes to the manufacturing data, when it comes to pricing things and looking at the trade deficits. I totally agree with Peter. But at this point, I'm beginning to look at him with a side eye and beginning to understand, because I'm a little bit older now. When I first came across Peter Schiff, I was probably 19, 20 years old, freshman, sophomore in college. And I kind of brought into the hype. I was following Ron Paul and Rand Paul, and it was my first time being exposed to that way of thinking. But now that I'm a little bit older, I understand everyone on the internet has an agenda. Everyone on the internet is trying to sell you something. So I learned how to decipher, how to eat the meat and spit out the bones, how to look through the BS. Peter is trying to sell you gold and gold mining stocks through his business. And I agree with that investment thesis, but not at the expense of cryptocurrency. Because when you look at the market cap of Bitcoin, because the market cap of Bitcoin as of today is floating somewhere around $130, $140 billion, it's going to far outpace gold in terms of return on your investment, ROI. Why? Because if they view it as a safe haven and gold's market cap is well in the trillions and Bitcoin's market cap is only in the billions, then you can clearly see there's way more room to the upside if you are investing in crypto versus investing in precious metals. So Peter Schiff has been getting it wrong. Peter Schiff is one of those people, he's an ideologue. It's all about how he views the world through his lens. And you just can't think that way. See, I need to acquire more fiat, as I stated earlier, so that I can get more crypto. People like Peter who are already wealthy, they don't need more fiat. So he's just thinking about preserving wealth. So when I look at gold, as I showed you earlier, I own gold, I own silver, I own precious metals. I'm looking at this as a hedge against economic instability, as a hedge against our financial system. And I will continue to buy gold and I will continue to buy crypto. But at a certain point, you must begin to look at people like Peter Schiff differently.